So we are back with Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard.
So, you know,
Joy?
I just want to straighten a couple of things out. I've never said, and I don't think Hillary Clinton thinks that you're a witting asset. You might be an unwitting asset. Not that that means you're stupid, but people can be used.
Well, that's exactly what it means, though. That's exactly what it means.
The other thing that confuses me, wait, I have one more question. You're on state TV all the time. Why do you go on Fox TV? Fox Channel, which is a propaganda network, 16 times with Tucker Carlson. I never see you with Chris Wallace or that other guy, what's his name, Brett Baer. Well, why aren't you on with them? They're definitely middle of the road. Why do you go on with Tucker, who's a liar and a propagandist?
So let me start with how offensive it is to say that I am a witting or unwitting asset of a foreign country, working against the interests of our people and our country, the country that I am willing to lay my life down for. So if you're saying it's not deliberately, then you are implying
it could be
that I am too stupid and too naive and lack the intelligence to know what I am doing. That is extremely offensive
can I get you to put the
me
quote
and to
up?
every woman of color.
Put the quote back up? Because I think everyone is sort of missed something.
What are we missing?
Well, I think what you're missing is that that asset had nothing to do with Tulsi. She was talking about Jill Stein.
Actually, her spokesperson confirmed it.
I'm not making it.
They called you a Russian doll.
Her spokesperson confirmed it because some of the media followed up and asked for her spokesperson to say what she meant and confirmed that they were talking about me. So there was no mistaking that.
Right. Okay. Well, that's clear.
Well, the quote that we saw, I'm sorry, I just want to point out the quote that we saw wasn't...
Well, they never named her. They never named her.
She's talking, assuming Jill Stein will give it up, but she might not because she's also a Russian asset.
This was after that quote was made. Media across spectrums were reporting about what Hillary Clinton just said about Tulsi Gabbard. You raised a second issue about why I go on Fox News.
Yeah.
I go on Tucker Carlson, go on Brett Baer, go on Sean Hannity, go on MSNBC, go on CNN. I am here to speak to every single American in this country about the unifying leadership that I want to bring as president. Not just speak to those who agree with me.
It's nice to think that could happen.
To speak with those who may disagree with me, recognizing that I'm asking for the opportunity to serve every single person in this country. We have to come together.
Joy, you used
for
to
our
go on
country
Fox.
and our country's future.
You used to
become outrageous. They lie all the time.
Well,
They're just
I think the reason why so many Republicans respond to you is because you don't treat us like we're garbage. You actually care about the audience and care about reaching out, which to a lot of conservatives, which by the way, you're going to have to win them over to get to the White House one way or another, is important. And I think just negating all of Fox's audience, I called Elizabeth Warren to task on it.
Not their audience.
On
We're talking about Tucker Carlson right now.
I'm there to speak to the audience.
Liars.
They both have some of the largest audiences on television today. But I do want to ask you something else. Kamala Harris said recently that her race and gender are, quote, the elephant in the room, and that many still question if America is ready for a woman, and specifically a woman of color, to be president. And you're also a woman of color. Yeah. Is that, you feel, been a problem for you? Do you agree with her?
No, I think the American people are ready for a president that will put people ahead of politics, put people ahead of profits.
Then why is she saying that, you think?
You have to ask Kamala that. I can't speak to why she's saying that. But what I've seen in our travels across New Hampshire, we just came from New Hampshire yesterday, across the early states, we have some New Hampshire people here, is we are building a coalition of support that is very diverse. Yes, it crosses party lines. People who are looking out for the best interests of our country, which, by the way, makes me the best candidate to defeat Donald Trump so that we can then begin to do the very important work that begins the morning after to bring about the systemic change we need to see to take our government back from the rich and powerful who control it and make it so our government is truly of, by, and for the people.
Day one, you wake up as president. Do you say, first 5 big companies are going to return money to the people who are here? Maybe mixing up some of Andrew Yang's plan of how to do that. Do you say you're going to be able to write stuff off again so you can take your family on vacation if you need to? Is that your day one?
Yeah, I think day one starts with making it so that, for example, with healthcare, we do not have big insurance and big pharma at the table as we're writing legislation to make sure that our healthcare policies are actually serving people and not driving up their profits.
But you're going to give us some money back?
Yes. The money, look, this is a fact, though. The money has been going. You have all these tax loopholes and giveaways that we saw with the last tax bill that was passed by Trump and the Republicans that were, by and large, a huge, huge boon to those with the very most and leaving the rest of us behind, maybe with a few crumbs along the way. It's completely changing the paradigm of what our government is doing and who we're serving.
Right. So day one,
putting people first.
You're putting us back.
Day one and every day that follows.
You're also not going to take my guns. Appreciate that, too.
All right.
I will. I'll take it.
Well, maybe not all of them. Thanks to Congresswoman Tulsi